approaching the bridge, which a lot of people will use to get into the circuit today. Because onto that. Lap number one, and it is Steve Dickens who has the advantage. And eventually you'll find Clive Wood gap at the end of lap number one, already up to 3.7 seconds. Steve Dickens, we know how quick he is, but he has got a particular knack of being able to turn those tyres on quite clearly. Battle developing here for sixth spot. Chaplin moving ahead of Leicester, but Leicester will come back in and figure that one out. Jared up one more spot come Ritchie's. He was carrying the momentum into turn number one. And the 66 car, which started at the back, up 9 places on lap number one. He's now up a further place to make that 10 and into 16.
Yeah, that's good going.
From Jared Leicester. His gap to the lead actually isn't too significant either. He's only 13 seconds away at the end of the first lap, despite having passed a lot of cars. Bear in mind that, of course, a couple of the machines in second and third are not even able to keep with the leader, so don't count out Jared Leicester. Jared making progress, and he's making it obviously by the time they reach the Agostini hairpin. Looking quick, looking calm, looking composed to be honest. The car reacting to his inputs, turning in exactly when he wants it. There's no oversteer, there's no understeer at this stage. He may just be betting himself into this, but hopefully he'll be able to push on as we get through this race. Those two are already at Williams. Steve Dickens has scampered off into the distance. Let's check in with our other classes. Actually fastest of anybody in that final sector. Leicester has gone through on Chaplin. Chaplin's thinking about coming back at him. In fact, no, it's not. It's Leicester trying to move through on Alan Cook. Alan involved quite heavily with a few of the cars here today. He manages some of the engine building, makes sure that everybody is in good nick for the race. He's about to be nicked for a position, however, because Jared Leicester, he was up to 6th last time round on Chaplin. He's about to make a progress through on the 17 car, and I think he's got that done at the top of the circuit, so Leicester up another position. Next up on Leicester's hit list will be Steve Collier, that 32 car, which is running not too far away from the podium actually. Leicester exits Agostini around about the same time Collier was in Hamilton, so the gap not particularly big in the middle of lap number 3. And in turn actually, not so far beyond that, only 2.5 seconds or so, you'll find Ben Mallon for the overall podium, which quicker than he did on his previous year. Steve Dickens, he does a 153.1. That was much quicker than the personal best for Clive went behind. We lost, of course, that was one of the not quite having an answer for Steve Dickens to find another year. settle into his rhythm, just as Steve Dickens has done with another fastest first sector of anybody. There's a wonderful battle actually. There's only half a second separating Mike Upton and Mr. Buffoy. So those two getting closer and closer together. Mike Upton, Mark Buffoy, they were half a second apart on the previous tour. They are in different classes, CSP3 for Upton, CSP2 for Buffoy, and indeed the middle split I can see. And in fact the first Steve Dickens with a 40 transponder. He in fact set the fastest lap of the race, so 1:52.168, to extend his margin by another couple of seconds. Much to the dismay of Clive Wood, who actually would have taken the fastest lap on his own had the pace not been dropped further still. Others as well. I think there's Morris's out there as well. The only one light, certain aerodynamic body on it, and then you get running.
I can report the 74 car Lee Parks, it's stuck in 4th gear.
Well, if you could choose a gear, maybe you would want 4th, but unfortunately you would rather have all of them, so Lee Parks. What's that, an hour and 45 minutes until they're called till the assembly area. Another lap developing at the tail end of CSP2. The 22 car currently runs 12th overall. 7 car, boy, only a second. The other one we were keeping an eye on, of course, was